Hang on here.
Hey.
We are now joined by absolutely one of our favorite people, literally ever, the absolutely amazing Emily Prokop of the Story Behind of ePodcast Productions, who looks absolutely amazing. You have lost so much weight. You look absolutely. That's the wrong sound effect, Nick. There we go. My God, I'm terrible.
Thank you.
Emily,
You too.
welcome.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be on again this year. You know, you and I, we made a joke that between the weight that you and I have lost, we could make another podcaster.
We totally could. And they should run their own show, and it would be amazing.
They could do all the work that, like, we don't want to do.
Exactly. So Emily, not only a podcaster, extremely, like, if you guys think we're prolific in the podcasting world, we are nothing compared to what Emily does and like the amount of reach that Emily has, the things that she does with She Podcasts. She is a published author, ladies and gentlemen. The Story Behind book, which came out last year around Livestream for the Cure Time or whatever. We gave away a ton of copies of the book last year. Emily, tell us about yourself. Tell us how wonderful you are, as if we all don't already know.
I mean, you gave me that intro. I don't really have much else to say. I have the boring stuff left over. Like, I have 2 kids. I have a husband.
I steal all the good stuff and just leave the boring scraps for the guests.
I have amazing cats. Let me tell you all about my cats.
Little man!
Little man, he's somewhere around here. Probably eating.
Probably. And then, let me see. I'm sorry, my brain's spinning 1,000 miles a moment. And plus, I see the sauce. So I set up the stream just perfect, ladies and gentlemen. So if you just cover the left-hand side of your screen, you'll see Emily on the top, and then you will see Loy sauce on the bottom. So all the beauty is on the right-hand side of your frame right now, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody wants to see Justin's wild troll hair, that guy with that troll haircut.
Hey, I'm a fucking human troll doll over here.
See, I did it again. I forgot to start recording again. Oh, well, whatever. I can pull them off from Twitch later, so it doesn't matter. But Emily, we love you. You are absolutely one of our favorite people in podcasting. We have known you for like 5 years, just about now, and I don't know. You're just amazing. We just love you so much. So, what do you have planned
5
for
years.
us
That's
today?
crazy.
I know, it's insane.
That's crazy.
It's insane, and we still have not met in the flesh.
Yeah, and I've met Justin, and I've met Loy Sauce. Like, I haven't met you.
Loy sauce
Listen,
is
we
gross.
only have you to blame for that, Nick. I like to stay in my house all the time. When COVID's done, you're going to make it happen. I promised her that you guys would meet in person. I have to drag you out of the house.
I know.
Listen.
I was ready to, like, come up for Thanksgiving with you guys, because I know you guys do a Thanksgiving thing, and I was ready to get out of my house, and I think I texted Justin. I'm like, get me out of here. I will take the 2-hour road trip. Like, give me an excuse.
See, I explained this last time, but I was unfortunately not in the situation that I'm in now. You know, where that wasn't possible-ish for me in some ways. So now that's not my life anymore. So now I can do whatever I want, and I can hang out with whoever I want and do whatever I want. So it's that's definitely going to happen. It's definitely going to happen.
You'll basically be living the life of the sauce. That's what the sauce does. Whatever he pleases, when he pleases.
I mean, look at that beard. Nobody tells that beard what to do. Nobody.
It is beautiful. It is a beautiful beard, I gotta say.
Thank you.
Everybody in the chat has probably covered up the left-hand side of their screen. Well, let's see. We're just getting so much Emily love. All of this Emily love. Look at all of this Emily love over there.
Oh, thank you. I don't have the chat room open because I have a lot of windows open right now, but I will come to the chat room.
Oh, there you go. Kate from Ignorance Was Bliss said she's going to swing by and pick you up, Emily.
Yeah.
That's all we're
That would be a road trip. That would be a fun talk on a road trip, is Kate, for sure. Because she and I both have synesthesia, and we would just tell each other words and be like, what color is that word for you? Oh, it's purple for me. If you guys don't know what that is, that's like where when you hear words or even sounds or music, it creates a color in our minds, and both of us have that. So we like comparing them of just like, wait, that's that color for you, but you're wrong. That's burnt sienna, clearly.
Oh, that's absolutely amazing.
Yeah. We have a lot of fun with that.
So you have some fun things planned for us today. So you let me know what you want to do first, and if there's anything I need to do to help you on my end.
Yeah, so I am going to be recording the audiobook version of my favorite episode turned favorite chapter in my book, turned now favorite audiobook recording, and I'll be doing the story behind musicals, which, if anybody remembers the episode, was entirely sung. So the history of musicals, entirely sung by me. I've been practicing. Nick has a video with the music and also the lyrics in case I mess up, which I probably will, and I'll go back later and record it because Nick knows I record live every Tuesday at 11 a.m. over in the Story Behind discussion group, and I record myself doing the audiobook. And whenever I mess up, like right there, I can skip back and correct it, but we're going to try and do this entirely live and hope for the best.
And guys, if you're not already a member of the Story Behind discussion group, please go over there and join it, because yes, every Tuesday at 11 she does chapters of her audiobook live, and you just get to hang out with Emily for an hour and just listen to her make fun of herself as she messes up over and over again, and then be like, Emily, like she yells at past Emily, she's like, past Emily, what were you doing?
I know, past Emily, what were you thinking when you wrote this paragraph a year and a half ago, probably devoid of sleep, right up against deadline? What were you thinking? So it's basically me versus my imposter syndrome live.
Got to get the let me pull up the actual file here so I have it ready for you, and then we know.
Yeah, so my question is, am I going to hear the audio on my end? Is it going to pop up on the screen?
Because I can pop up on the screen, that much I know for sure.
Okay.
You know what? Let's see if you'll hear it. Hang on,
Because that was my problem, because I could do a screen share, but you wouldn't be able to hear the audio. And I know that with YouTube and whereby you can integrate it so you can hear the audio of a YouTube video and play it. So there it is. Oh, we don't hear it.
No?
We can't hear it.
No.
But that's okay, actually. You know what we could do? I'm going to do it a cappella. That was plan B. I got my plans. Going to do it a cappella, but can you start the video over so that if I mess up, you guys know what the words actually are?
Yeah, I most certainly can. And I mean, the best thing about this, no matter what, guys, we just get to hear Emily sing. Like, I mean, that is just worth its weight in itself. So it doesn't matter if we can really hear the music or not. We got a donation coming in. Hang on. We have Gerald,
money!
$10. Let's see, more Emily at next year's live stream, please. I agree, more Emily at next year's live stream for the Cure, please.
You're so sweet.
We should, wherever I am, because I have no idea where I'm going to end up living. I have no idea where I'll be by the time next year's live stream for the Cure runs around.
So then Sauce's couch?
I could just, well, yeah, but I could just make Emily, like, I can just bring her to wherever I am, and then she can be live, like, in studio. That would be great. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
If she's
is my
not,
video
like,
blippy for anyone else?
Yeah, it is. Your video's flickering a little bit. I would guess like a cable issue or something, probably.
Yeah.
Is it USB
the sound
camera?
Okay?
You sound perfect.
Okay. That's all that matters.
Yeah, it reminds me like I'm watching an old VHS.
It kind of does. I thought it was like maybe an effect she was putting on there or something like that, like a VHS
I'm not that
kind of
good.
effect.
In fact, I'm that bad that there is that mistake in there.
Yes, Dan is correct. He said, reminder, you can search for Emily on the internet by searching Emily Porkchop.
You can. I come up because I don't know why. In Amazon, if you put in Emily Porkchop, my book will come up. So thanks, Mark, for that last name.
I think we did the story behind the live stream for the Cure actually last year on her show.
Yeah, either last year or the year before. It was the logo with the red on the gray and the red circle.
I
know you guys say logos. That was 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, we already did that, Brad. So head back into the history of the story behind and find that episode, because that was so much fun. I think I'm one of the only guests she ever had on the show too.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. And it wasn't because like, oh, that was too hard. Like no more guests after that. It was like, this is my show. This is my baby. Like I will let Nick into this little clubhouse, but I'm scared to have other people on.
Listen, you know what my dream would be, Drew Hallam? Because, hang on, donation coming in. Deb Kinney, $10 from the musical Loving Munchkin, because her daughter loves musicals. Thank you so much, Deb Kinney. You know what we should do? Drew Hallam was like, maybe I should fly out to the East Coast for live stream next year. You know what my dream is for live stream for the Cure? One thing I would love to do for it, and we'll have to see if it's feasible next year or not, is I would love to, like, if I didn't, because I won't own a house by this time next year, I'll be realistic. If I had like a house like to either rent or if I owned a house, is just have like a ton of people descend upon it. Like Dan and Gerald are here now, but just like have a whole bunch of people like in house to hang out and do stuff. I'll just tell my wife it's at my house next year, Gerald says. Yeah, and then Gerald will be divorced, and then he'll have to move in with me. Good. Great. That's his plan. I see what his plan is. He's playing the long game here to try to become my roommate.
I have friends like that where I'm like, when Mark dies, you and I could be roommates, right? I know that's morbid and everything, but I like having plans. Like,
that's amazing.
Because there are only certain people I can get along with, and like ones who cook, I need to move in with them. I have a list. Like,
oh my. Well, I've prattled on about enough silly nonsense, Emily. So
I know I'm procrastinating just as much.
We're so excited. I'm so excited. So I've got the sound turned all the way down. So audience, all you're going to hear is just Emily's beautiful voice. That's all you're going to hear.
I actually might be able to get the sound coming over the microphone.
Ooh.
So we could do that. Because I was worried about it ducking if we were able to get the video up here, but I don't think we can. So the video can play just so you guys can see the lyrics. That'll make sense. But let me get some actual background music going. Not the like I was listening to it over and over again before this. So you guys can kind of hear that from my phone. Right?
Yes.
Kind of. Okay. All right. Let's do it. No, not now. I did not press play yet. Okay. All right. Go ahead, Nick.
Okay, here we go. I'm pushing play.
Behind the musical.
In 3, 2, 1, play.
This is the story all about the modern major musical. The history is quite large and certain facts might be disputable. It started back in Greece where many theaters were acoustical. The Middle Ages brought them back with church and traveling minstrels. The 17 and 1800 shows were quite satirical. Though opera was serious, the musicals were comical, and views expressed may not have always suited those imperial, but entertainment won and they continued to be fashionable. With names like Strauss and Offenbach, they spread fast geographical. They hit the USA and folks enjoyed a bit of vaudeville. The history is quite large and certain facts might be disputable. This is the story all about the modern major musical. Burlesque we will not cover because this podcast is for all ears, but just to note, this was a part of musicals for several years. Extravaganzas, pantomimes, and farces were all met with cheers. The theater thrived and fattened wallets of investing financiers. Broadway emerged as the grand force to rule all things theatrical, and stage reviews like Ziegfield's Follies drew crowds international. The 1919 unions forced their contracts with the picket line. The 20s saw Cole Porter, Hart, and Rogers, and then Hammerstein. The Great Depression didn't keep the musicals from going down, but actors moved out west to Hollywood for movies now with sound. The history is quite large and certain facts might be disputable. This is the story all about the modern major musical. The people went to movies to escape thoughts of the Second War. The musicals were loved and records flew off shelves at music stores. The decades passed and rock and roll soon stepped on music theaters' toes. The Sondheim came and introduced the people to his concept shows. The trend revived and musicals came back strong like they were before. The audiences clamored for Andrew Lloyd Webber's epic scores. And now our favorite movies turn to musicals all do quite well. And history has sold out crowds with R&B by Lin-Manuel. For episode 100, I came up with doing musicals. I hope you learned a bit and all my rhymes weren't inexcusable. The history is quite large and certain facts might be disputable. This is the story all about the modern major musical. And scene. Thank you. That was a juggling act.
Oh my.
No.
Hi there.
Everything's going off. Everything is going off.
Quick run through.
Now we get to listen to all of Emily's voicemails.
I know. They're all my mom. My mom was a podcaster before any of y'all. She had podcasts on my voicemail.
Oh my. See, you didn't miss a beat. You nailed it.
I nailed it. I did it.
That was insane. Literally insane.
Oh, I'm glad I had the lyrics up. I'm glad you guys could hear a little bit of the music because there was the pause and oh God.
It was honestly perfect. Like it synchronized mostly perfectly. I mean, there's probably like a 1 second-ish delay or something like that with the music, but I'm sure the chat's going crazy with just absolute Emily love. Yeah,
Yay!
the chat is fine. The chat is perfectly fine. Paul's giving you a standing ovation. Bravo. Yay, Emily. Emily is amazing. Yes, she is. Round of applause. Yes. Mark is in here too. He says, "Love you, honey." Layla came in to watch, so they're watching too. You did amazing. Everybody in here is just pouring love all over you.
Thank you, you guys. Thank you. That was fun. Oh my gosh, that was so much more fun than doing it in my kitchen. I don't know.
How many times have you been practicing that?
A lot. You know what? For most of it, I was like, wait, where am I? Because I'm like on autopilot singing it of just like burlesque is coming up. Like, yeah. It's been I think that's one of my favorite episodes. This was my favorite time recording it. I'm all like sweaty and excited, like I just got off the stage of an actual musical. You know what was funny was watching Loy's face of like when I got to Lin-Manuel and he just goes, like it was so, I loved it. Thank you so much.
The fact that you managed to rhyme geographical and vaudeville, just I commend you.
I couldn't wrap my head around that. I was looking at the words. I'm like, how do you do that?
Very, very clever. That's like some Steven Schwartz stuff.
Mark said she's been singing it for like 2 weeks.
Poor Mark knows the history of musicals. He doesn't really like musicals. He's like, I don't know.
It was wonderful. It absolutely amazing. And yes, that is episode 100 of the Story Behind podcast. So you can go and you can download that and you can hear Emily sing it with, all the music crisp and clear and, everything perfectly, wonderfully produced. So please, if you haven't already downloaded and listened to Emily's show, please do so. Please. But you're also on another podcast as well. What's your other podcast? Actually, no, I think you have 2 other ones, don't you?
There are many podcasts.
7, 10, are there 12?
There are like 12.
Are you starting another one
tomorrow?
It's not even
like the number of podcasts. It's like the idea for a podcast, and then I buy the URL. That's the first thing I do. So
How many URLs do you own?
Is Mark still watching? I don't want to say.
Oh, boy. He said he was going back outside, but I don't know. He might be waiting.
Yeah,
I know. He's peeking in the
It's...
window like...
I know. He went to his parents' house. I was like, I love you guys, but you need to get out. Like, you have to leave.
Get out.
Get out.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So we have that. And now that's done. And now I can relax. And I also have, for you all, I'm glad you're all on here too, because I have a real or fake movie quiz. As I come on every year for Livestream for the Cure, I usually do a movie quiz for you guys. Super easy. Everybody in the chat room can participate. And in fact, that URL is livestreamforthecure.com/quiz. Will take you to that quiz that you can go to and take. And so this is how the quiz works. I don't know if you guys want me to go into it or if you have anything to announce before I go into that. Do we have donations we can?
My announcement is Emily is amazing.
Thank you. Cool.
Go in the chat. # Emily is amazing.
Oh, thank you guys.
And I just dumped the URL over there into the chat. So if you guys are interested at all, click the link and it'll take you to, I'm guessing, a Google form.
It will take you to a Google form so you can fill in this Google quiz. Real or fake 90s movies quiz. So these are 90s movies. Last year I did 80s movies. These are 90s movies. So what you have on the quiz in front of you are the names of these movies, and these movies are either real or fake. Some of them I've come up with. I'm very proud of them. But some of them are real, believe it or not. So, do we want to get started with the quiz? Do we need any other instruction, you think? Or are we good?
I don't think so. It's pretty self-explanatory. We just gotta go through it. Should I share it? I'm going to share it to the actual screen so
Sure.
people can just see it if they're not playing along or if they're not able to play along.
Yeah.
That way they can see it here.
That'd be great.
And let's see, Chrome tab.
I'm sorry for making you like reconfigure everything. Because I come on and I'm like so high maintenance. I'm like, okay, Nick, I want to do this, 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 and this. Make it happen.
Whoa,
Ooh,
that was
pretty.
the wrong Chrome tab. Ladies and gentlemen. The wrong
I might
Chrome
be-
tab.
happened?
That was pretty.
Yeah, that was the wrong one. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. So there's the Chrome tab. We got it up there, and I'll change the screen. There we go.
All right.
So here is the quiz.
All right, you
Oh,
guys. So
boy.
everybody can take it, and the winner will get an Epic Film Guys prize pack that I will put together.
Ooh.
So I'll be collecting emails on there, and whoever has the highest score, whoever wins, gets the most points, gets an EFG prize pack from me that I will put together so Nick doesn't have to think about another thing.
I love you so much. Kate from Ignorance Was Bliss has the best hashtag in the chat. She says, hashtag I want to be Emily when I grow up.
Oh my God, I want to be Emily when I grow up. Seriously.
Oh my.
All right. So let's get started with Red Snow. All right. Real or fake? Red Snow. When a snowboard instructor uncovers clues to a high-stakes robbery, he finds himself in a high-speed gunfight with his life on the line. He realizes he is the one pinned for murder and must hunt down the real killer and survive a dangerous glacier.
That sounds thrilling.
It does, doesn't it? All of these are movies that, like, I want to watch or that I need to have existed.
So are we supposed to guess, or do we wait for the chat? Or
Yeah, no, guess
you guys
real or
are
fake.
all guessing
Go
on your
ahead, you
own,
guys
yeah.
play along at home. If you guys want to try to guess by the titles alone, you can. But let me get to the next one. Break the habit. When a man's girlfriend has been sent to a convent, he must dress as a nun to help sneak her out. Break the habit.
Oh my lord.
All right, number 3. Mark had a blast with this quiz last night. He was laughing so hard. All right, so Ultimate Warrior. Number 3. After the nuclear holocaust, one man rises from the ashes to become the leader of a ragged gang of survivors. They soon discover that their greatest challenge is yet to come. They must fight a battle for the ages against the evil minions of the Bishop.
I mean, if all of these ones that are fake, I really, really feel like Hollywood producers, if anyone's listening, we need all these, okay?
Just wait. Just wait. There are some real ones in here that I'm like, no one's going to get this.
I'm pretty sure Ultra Warrior sounds like a real movie.
You keep quiet, Loy Sauce.
All right. Lizard Town 2. In the sequel to Hell Comes to Lizard Town, the mutant lizard leader of Lizard Town kidnaps a professor and forces him to make a serum that will turn everyone into lizards. They also kidnap some people to test their serum on. It's up to one man to save them all. Lizard Town 2, real or fake?
Why is that the plot to The Amazing Spider-Man?
Maybe it is.
Dude, it literally is, though.
Oh my God, it is.
So that's where
Well,
they got that from.
Lizard Town 2 did it first, everyone. I don't know. All right, me, my son, and my robot. A manic search for a valuable relic pits a father, son, and trouble-prone robot against a nasty villain. Me, my son, and my robot.
That sounds like the typical direct-to-video family film you would see in the 90s.
It totally does. Like, as soon as it was trouble-prone robot, you got the, like, oh, man.
That wacky robot.
Bit.
Who doesn't love a wacky robot? Is everybody like the chat is saying
Nick
some
does
of
it.
them the link isn't working for some people or whatever. I don't
Okay.
or whatever the case may be. I don't know if that's a device issue or something like that. They say refuses to connect.
Interesting.
Dan, we're not going to review every single movie that Red Letter Media has reviewed.
So I'll put the direct Google chat Nick, into our chat because that's what I have open. That's the direct link to the forums if anybody wants to fill it out. Because we are almost to RoboCheck. You guys, RoboCheck. Are you ready for RoboCheck?
Is anyone?
Yeah, that's true. That's a good question. All right, RoboCheck. Don Von Colin has just put the finishing touches on his most amazing creation, RoboChick, a crime-fighting robot built in the shape of a Playboy playmate. Her invention comes just in time as a disgruntled engineer has built a set of atomic bombs and plans to set them all off if his demands are not met. Adding to the confusion are a pimp and a motorcycle gang who decide to kidnap the bomber for their own purposes. RoboChick. Real or fake?
I need this movie in my life right now.
Justin, I'm
swear
pretty
to
sure you
God.
probably starred in that movie. Don't even lie.
He is Dr. Von Colin right there.
Knew it.
What a name, baby.
Mm-hmm. Right. All right. Hopefully that link worked for everybody. We are on number 7, Roller Gator. A teenage girl tries to help a small purple jive-talking alligator escape the clutches of a greedy carnival owner, as well as an assortment of characters so he can be reunited with his owner. Roller Gator.
Jive talking alligator. Oh my god.
Dude.
Oh.
Saddle him and ride him around.
All right. Swimming with sharks. An evil loan shark plots to rule the harbor district by terror. To his end, he kidnaps the pregnant wife of his former right-hand man in order to gain his operation. His cooperation, I'm sorry. Cooperation. Swimming with sharks. All right. Next one. Cybernator. I love these 90s names so much. They're so great. They just combine things and they're like, let's just make it work, guys. Cybernator.
Yes.
We can't call it the Terminator. That's taken.
No. In the future, an LA cop whose girlfriend is a stripper uncovers a conspiracy concerning killer cyborgs. Cybernator. Dog.
I see a Goji.
Yeah.
Goji, here, girl. Come say hello.
No. No, Gojo.
Okay, next one, Dead Air. A radio DJ helps 2 police detectives hunt down a serial killer who kills women using a surgical laser instrument during every full moon, and who makes taunting phone calls to the radio station. Dead Air.
That sounds incredible. Oh, Justin, put her close to the microphone so we can hear her snort.
Yes. Hello. Oh, you are the most cat-like dog in the entire world, and I love it.
Hi, girl.
Oh. Okay, get ready. This is a vampire one.
Oh my.
Related by blood. Vladdy Drac hitchhikes to Miami, where he starts to work as a model and tries to socialize. He rents a room in a beautiful old mansion where the butler discloses to him that Vladdy is in fact the last descendant of Dracula himself. In Miami.
Be right back. Changing my name to Vladdy Drac.
Vladdy Drac. Yeah.
Now let's see. Jared Taylor has it correct. He says Emily just needs to start her own movie production company, Prokop Pictures, so all these can just be made.
It would be Pork Chop Pictures, just so everyone would know.
There you go.
Pork Chop.
Pork Chop Pictures. There you go.
Pork Chop Pictures. A production of Pork Chop Pictures. All right, Taken Alive. In this intense action-adventure filmed on location in Sardinia, a beautiful secret agent recruits a local sculptor to aid her in rescuing a presidential candidate's kidnapped mistress. There are a lot of things in that one sentence.
Did we skip one?
Playing chicken. I didn't do playing chicken. Okay. This is hard to get through. Playing chicken. A disgraced Italian fighting cock breeder moves to the Dominican Republic only to discover a secret compound where a mad scientist wants to use the breeder's best rooster to create a perfect race of genetically modified giant chickens. Playing chicken.
I mean, I've watched many films about cock breeders, but
Yeah,
never heard
you
of that
have.
one.
Can so the production title card that comes up for Pork Chop Pictures, can it just be like a pork chop like hits a plate and then it's just Emily's
an outline
voice
of
like
a pork
singing?
chop.
Yeah,
Just
and then
like
it's
a
just
very-
Emily's voice like singing like ah.
Pork chop pictures.
There you go. I love it.
All right, so we did playing chicken, real or fake. Taken Alive, as I said, I'll repeat it again because now we're on that one. Taken Alive. In this intense action adventure filmed on location in Sardinia, a beautiful secret agent recruits a local sculptor to aid her in rescuing a presidential candidate's kidnapped mistress. A lot of things.
Yeah, it's dense.
Yeah. Okay. Cool as ice. A rapper gets stuck in a small town and falls for a local girl whose family is in witness protection.
Why don't you drop that 0 and get with the hero?
You just gave it away.
I'm old. Nobody knows what that is.
I'm so happy, Justin.
I own this.
Now listen. Now this is what you get,
All
Justin.
right.
He said that he sucked the blood from the penis and put the balls in his mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, this is not family friendly, everyone. So if you're watching me from the story behind, hoping for family friendly, we've gone past that part. I'm
Oops.
sorry.
Hey, they had to click a thing when they
Okay.
joined the stream that says that the content may not be suitable for children.
Phew, okay. All right.
Fair
blood
warning.
Blood from a Stone. Rick Stone is the world's biggest action star, but unfortunately, he is also the prime suspect in his wife's death. He must enlist the help of a conniving tabloid reporter and the trust of his mistress to try to clear his name. Mistresses in the 90s. Helping out, too. Like, good job, mistresses.
They're so wonderful.
All right, the next one is Wishman.
Ooh.
Basie is a man who collects junk and tries to make something out of it. He is also in love with Lily, a woman he has never spoken to but salutes every day. She is about to get conned out of her money by her greedy lawyer. And then there is the genie who has lost his bottle and seeks Basie's help. Again, lots of things. Like the 90s just throw one more thing in. Like, okay, I could go with this. And then like, what? A genie now? Yeah, so Wishman, real or fake?
Is the
Thank
genie
you.
is
I was going to shout out Jared Taylor, $12 donation to push us to $88.50, and he said hashtag pork chop pictures.
I love it.
Thank you.
Wait, you were going to ask if the genie is Shaq, weren't you?
I was gonna ask if the genie was played by Shaquille O'Neal.
I knew it!
It was not. Actually, I don't know. It could have been. I didn't look too closely. So, next one, Buford's Beach Bunnies.
What a title.
What a title indeed. But get ready, because this is quite a plot.
Oh, boy.
Fast food mogul Harry Buford serves up the best barbecued bunny sandwiches and the hottest waitresses in town. His only son, Jeter, will inherit the empire if only he can overcome his lifelong fear of women. When Buford offers $100,000 to the first of his sexy employees who can turn Shy Guy Jeter into the red-blooded He-Man, the summer heat sizzles as Amber, Lauren, and Boopsy pour on the charm in their efforts to
Boopsy.
win Jeter's heart.
Why are we not watching this?
If this
right
movie
now?
isn't
Right.
real, we're making it.
Perfect double feature with Private Resort, man. This is exactly what I've been trying to find to watch recently, and I can't find anywhere.
That's amazing. Boopsy.
Oopsie. All right, number 18, Dancing Dirty. An aspiring director finds work in a studio specializing in sleazy music videos. Although he finds the work uncreative, he falls for a classy erotic dancer and is soon prepared to sacrifice everything he holds dear for her.
I mean,
Reminds me of another film, but I can't remember the title.
Yeah, no, it's really hard. It's not like you could put it into Google or anything and get it. I don't know. Okay. So next, Body Trouble. After surviving a shark attack in the Antilles, a screenwriter arrives on the beaches of Miami where he is met by a mermaid who engages him in a dangerous plot. Body Trouble. And number 20, real or fake, Kicking It. Watch your nose in the hallways. These guys can really kick. In this fight flick, the students of a kickboxing academy take on the students from a rival school.
the only thing this makes me think of is in the episode of The Simpsons where they go to New York City and they go to see the musical Kickin' It, a musical journey through the Betty Ford Center.
All right, everyone, get your answers in.
Okay.
Let me check.
I'm submitting. Mine are all wrong, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh God, I know what my score is.
I haven't clicked mine yet. I don't know if I want to.
Okay.
Do I want to show people what my score is on the stream? Stream, do you want to know what my score is?
Out of 21. Oh, guys, sorry if the name thing didn't work. I meant to take that out, by the way.
Oh, God. I did so bad.
Listen, I'm just.
Nick, I was watching you put in your answers, and I was like,
Okay.
I was trying not to look at you because I didn't want to pick what you were picking.
We got 7, 9. We got some 11s. We got a 10. We got a 13 from Gerald. I'll read some of the top scores. 13 from Gerald, 15 from Dan, 17 from Loy Sauce.
Loy Sauce, you
Top.
piece of
Loy
shit.
Sauce is the winner. Loy Sauce is the winner.
but I can't win a prize pack, so it has
I
to
know,
be.
like, do you really want a prize pack? I'll send you a prize pack and stuff. So Dan is actually with 15. Dan is the winner. Do we send him a prize pack?
Do we send Dan a prize pack?
I mean,
none of us can win. None of the top winners can win the prize pack. What the fuck?
Dan's
Dan wants a
he's an executive producer, so
I mean, you can send it
no.
to. You could probably send it to Dan. I don't know what you're gonna have in the prize pack.
All right, well, the next one is Gerald.
No, Gerald doesn't ever get to win anything. Nobody likes Gerald.
That's
Tell you
so
what, Dan and
mean.
Gerald,
I love Gerald.
talk to me, and we will get you something.
Listen,
Let me
I'm
pick
just
someone
happy-
who is. Let me pick somebody who is not an executive producer here, or
I think
like a
that's-
producer.
I think that's a good idea.
All right, Patrick Sherwood with 11.
Yay!
Yeah,
Hopester's biggest fan. There he is.
yeah.
His name on Twitch is even
Hopestermania.
Hopestermania. Yeah.
But I was
Patrick
gonna say, Emily, that I'm so happy that Buford's Beach Bunnies is a real
That's
movie.
real. It's
I'm finding
real.
that I'm watching that shit today. It's happening. I'm dead serious. You know that I'm dead serious.
I know you are. I know. Last time I did this quiz, you were like making a list of the movies that were real that you wanted to watch.
I can find it. I'm watching it.
Thank you
Yeah,
very much,
you-
Brentley Oliver, for your $50 donation. That puts us at $8,900,
Oh my
guys.
God,
We are 100
thank you.
away from $9,000 and 100 away from hashtag Moonshine for Drew, ladies and gentlemen. And I believe the name escapes me now, but they were going to come in and drink some Skol as well during it. So yeah, $9,000. We're on the doorstep, guys. We're on the doorstep.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's so exciting. So I'll go through the answers so that you guys can find out what's real, what Justin's going to watch later. And also, Justin, I will have you know, I was not feeling too creative, and many of these movies are a slight variation of actual movies. So the fake movies, you can still find variations of them.
Emily, before you begin, I just want to say, again, the way your brain works is a marvel. Like, the way you're able to come up with these plots that sound plausible, that they could have happened, but just very, very clever. I adore your mind.
Thank you.
We're just
I
going to watch
really wish I
Emily
could
herself
turn it-
for the rest of the thing.
What? Well, here's the problem, though. I come up with these concepts, and I can't come up with an ending or how to wrap everything up. Like, if I were a producer, I'd just walk into a boardroom and be like, okay, guys, Lizard Town 2, come at me. We're putting this all out. You guys figure out the ending. You guys figure out the characters and everything. But Lizard
Emily,
Town 2, we need a sequel.
Emily, you know who's written scripts in the past before? This guy.
Yeah. Okay.
And
well,
also
take-
this guy.
Yeah, honestly, like, take these. Do with them what you would like. But Red Snow, though, the snowboard instructor, that is a real movie. So Red Snow is real. Break the Habit, where the man breaks into a convent to get his girlfriend. It is not called Break the Habit, but there is a movie called Hot Under the Collar with that concept. Ultra Warrior, absolutely 100% real.
I knew it.
Oh, I agree, Ashley. Ashley said Emily looks amazing.
Oh, thank you. Lizard Town 2. I changed this. This is a real plot.
Yep.
This is actually based on Frogtown 2.
I knew it.
Yes, it is the sequel to Hell Comes to Frogtown. And then when I told Mark this was fake, he's like, Lizard sounds so much better. But yeah, everything with that lizard plot, just put frogs in there.
There has never been a movie featuring a frog that has ever been threatening in any way. Lizards are much scarier.
You need to watch Frogs. starring Sam Elliott. It's a masterpiece of cinema.
The Frog Attack movie.
Yes. Frogs.
Me, My Son, and My Robot is a fake title, but the plot was used in Robot in the Family.
Mm.
And then RoboChick, real movie.
Yeah.
Dr. Von Polen is a real character in RoboChick, and in all my research, I did not find out what the CHIC in RoboChick stands for, because it's one of those like computer hyper like ignition chick, something like that. Like it's
Interactive chick or something. Yeah.
Yeah, and I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't find it. I was searching. I'm like, RoboChick. What does the chick stand for? And now my Google history is so messed
See,
up.
I knew
Oh
that
my
one was real
God.
immediately because I'm very familiar with the poster for that one.
Please tell me if you watch it what the CHIC stands for.
I
'Cause
will.
need to know. Okay. Roller Gator is real. Small purple jive talking alligator, totally real. That is a real movie from the 90s. Swimming
was-
with Sharks.
I was just going to say that was at one point a Video Vortex title at Alamo Drafthouse.
Was it really? That's awesome.
Certainly. I didn't get to see it, but
That
one of
would've
these
been-
days.
Swimming with Sharks was actually called Heartless Third Wharf, but I liked Swimming with Sharks so much better. I thought
Me
it was
too.
good. Cybernator, yes, that is absolutely real. Because of the Terminator, like so popular. Dead Air is fake, but it's based on a real movie called Laser Moon. And again, I think my title of Dead Air is so much better, which is why I would walk into that executive room and be like, okay, guys, here's the title. Go with it. Go. Like that. That'd be Porked Up Productions. Related by Blood is a fake movie, but blood. The characters, Vladdy Drac, hitchhiking to Miami, the storyline, that is real. That's a movie called Breakfast with Dracula.
Must watch.
I just want to
Yeah.
watch that. Yeah.
Playing Chicken, about the disgruntled Italian fighting cock breeder, is fake, but it's based on a movie called Chicken Park. Playing Chicken is so much better. Oh, I should be a namer. Taken Alive is real. That's the sculptor helping an action adventure secret agent with the presidential candidate's kidnapped mistress. So many mistresses. And Justin is cool. Is it Cool as Ice? Is that a real movie or not?
Vanilla Ice, baby.
Yeah!
It was his first motion picture debut. I remember seeing that. We rented it from Video King when I was a kid because I loved Vanilla Ice. And I'm not sure if I've told you this story. I'm not going to go long on it, but I did hang out with Vanilla Ice, eat chicken wings with him, and smoke one in a rental car once. So.
Oh my gosh. No, go with that story. Go. I love it.
Vanilla Ice. Yeah, no, I mean, it was, I met his drummer at a show I went to at a casino, and he let me backstage. They were eating chicken wings, and we were drinking, and I brought up Vanilla Ice's celebrity boxing match that he lost really bad, and he got mad at me. But then he still said, "I want to smoke some green. Can you find some?" And we did. We met during a blizzard at a gas station where there was actually cops sitting out front, and we sat in the rental car that he drove in on and smoked a blunt and just talked about movies and music. And he was just the chillest dude ever. And I got some behind the scenes information about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: Secret of the Ooze. I have a picture of myself with him, so this is proof that this happened. But it was an amazing experience.
That is so cool. Yeah,
So
we're gonna stop this to hear that story. That's awesome.
And meanwhile, unfortunately, I'm sorry. As soon as Emily's done with the live stream for The Cure, Dan has posted the full link to Buford's Beach Bunnies over in the chat. So we're just going to play the whole thing on the stream, I think, just so we can experience its greatness. We're not really, but that would be amazing.
Oh man. All right.
So I have to run, but thank you, Emily.
Yes, of course.
That's right. Get out of here, sauce.
This has been really fun.
Great. Oh, thank you for being here. I'm so glad you guys were here for this because I love doing the quiz with you guys. Blood from a Stone is fake, but it is based on a real movie called Compelling Evidence. Wishman, where all of a sudden the genie comes in out of nowhere. That is a real movie. That is the real plot summary from IMDb. And then there is the genie. Buford's Beach Bunnies is real. It is a real movie, everyone.
We're watching that. tonight or
Oopsie.
tomorrow or something. I don't care.
Exists.
We're watching it. Buford. Oh, it's happening.
Buford's
happening.
Beach Bunnies. Oh, man. Only in the 90s. That movie could not be made now. Just like, you can't have my business unless you can prove you're a man and sleep with one of the waitresses. Like, that movie does not exist outside of the 90s.
Ooh, we
I know,
have
it's
a
kind of
donation coming in.
Woohoo!
Ooh, thank you very much from Patrick Sherwood. Just donated $100, and he says this one is for Buford's Beach Bunnies. And we are officially, ladies and gentlemen, at $9,000.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much, Patrick. Thank you.
I'll give you a
Alright.
big kiss when I see you at Mahoning this summer, buddy.
Oh, I bet you will.
More smatterings. More smatterings. And then Dancing Dirty is not the real title. I made up that title just to play with Nick's mind a little bit, but it's actually
I
based
knew
on.
And I still guessed it wrong, but I was like, did I only just use Dirty Dancing and just put it in there?
I did. It's based on a movie called Dance of Desire,
Alright,
and then I'm
fine.
like, dance movies, dance
I know what
movies.
you want. I know what you want.
I love it. Oh, I love that Patrick had. Body Trouble, about a shark attack and then a mermaid. That is true. That is a real movie. And then Kicking It, about a kickboxing academy. Fake title, but there's a real movie that I took the plot
See,
from.
I knew it. That sounded so familiar.
Yeah, but the real movie is called Kickboxing Academy. Not as cool as Kicking It. Come on.
It's a great name.
I know. Thank you.
That
All
is
right, so
amazing.
that is my quiz. Everybody, thank you so much. Patrick, thank you for that $100 donation, and I'll be sending you the EFG prize pack that I'll put together. And we'll put some story behind things in there too. So, yeah.
So we're going
That's
to Emily, if you'll indulge us, Emily, we are about to be joined by who is, we're glad to see that he's still alive yesterday after
He's fine.
that
He seems alive.
monstrosity of a water bug that he ate
Oh no.
and everything. And Drew Hallam, if you're out there as well, we're going to invite them in as well so they can do their shots for $9,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm just thrilled to see that Paul Chomo is actually still alive and well.
I mean, you can watch along with us.
Hi.
Pretty
Hi,
much.
Oh, it's so nice to see
Hey,
everyone.
Yeah.
So cool.
So, Paul, how are you feeling, my friend?
He's alive.
I'm okay. Surprisingly. Bit of a headache, but not bad.
Yeah, bit of a headache, and then he's like, "Hey,
was,
can I come in and drink more Skull?"
That's how you get rid of it. If it hurts, you just got to drink more of it.
That's right, exactly. That's my logic too. How you guys doing?
I'm holding a Patrick
go.
Swayze's head on a stick, so.
Oh boy.
And Drew Hallam, our soldier, our rock, we love you. Welcome back again. He doesn't even come on and talk anymore. He's just like, I'm just gonna dance for him now.
Welcome
I'm
to
just
the
gonna-
party.
Is that what we're doing? Is this all we're doing? We're just all dancing now. Everybody dance.
Yeah.
Oons.
Dance, Patrick. I think I texted. Who did I tell? Oh, Winters. I think Winters told me he got a hernia last night or something when he was dancing around, or he told me he slipped a disc in his back or something. If you guys missed that karaoke segment at the end of last night's live stream, he and Chrissy were legitimately like going insane, running around their living room. It was crazy. Oh, my goodness. So without further ado, gentlemen, I'm going to roll the drum here. If you guys are both ready. And $9,000 for cancer research, guys. Absolutely amazing. Down the hatch, boys. Oh, my God.
Oh,
That is the face of a man who just took a shot of Skull. Oh, God. Oh,
can we get you
my
some
goodness.
better alcohol next year, Paul? Different? Maybe
We're-
different? Better.
We're working
Skull's
on it.
actually pretty good. I never minded Skull, but I feel like if you're cringing, let's get you some better vodka.
Maybe it's just associated with the memories of water bugs and scorpions and stuff.
That's
I was
true.
just gonna say after eating bacon and cheese flavored water bugs yesterday, Skull was the most refreshing, delightful drink that you could imagine. It was amazing.
Oh my Lord, that's absolutely wonderful. Oh my goodness, gentlemen, thank you so much for stopping by. we're $1,000 from the goal. We're going to end up moving that goal line. I know we're going to end up moving that goal line. There's no way we're not going to absolutely obliterate that goal before the end of the day. I honestly probably within the next few hours, just because people have been so generous. Everything has been going so amazingly, and that's all thanks to amazing people like yourselves. So please give yourselves a hand. Thank you very much for everything, for being here. And Drew Hallam for sacrificing your liver year after year for us, and Paul Chomo for sacrificing your sanity, your digestive system,
Everything
and everything else.
Your bowel movements especially, I'm sure.
Oh, that was interesting today. Yeah. Lots of legs
I was
and wings.
wondering.
Yeah.
Didn't have the same crunching noise, right?
Oh God.
You're welcome.
Oh my God.
Dan, meanwhile,
With
is
that-
singing "I've Had the Time of My Life" in the background. Oh my Lord. Oh.
Hey, congratulations on 9,000. I'll see you guys later. I'll
Thank you,
hopefully be
guys.
around for 10,000. I'll do this again.
Thank you very
Yay.
much.
Come on back, Paul. I'd love to have you here.
Thank
See
you
you guys.
very
Thank you
much,
so
Paul.
much.
Thank you very much,
See you in a little while.
Drew. Emily,
Oh, that's awesome.
you're the most wonderful person in the world, and I love you. You're involved in literally 1,000 things. Literally 1,000 things. So I feel like we could sit here for the next hour and you could plug the things you're involved in and still not get them all in. But if people want to find you, number one, if you're a podcaster and you want someone who is amazing to produce your content, edit your content and everything like that, not for free, but
No.
it's her full-time job. It's something that she's very passionate about and very good at. So tell our audience where out there they can find you. They can enlist your services if they so need, or if they just want to listen to you sing again, where can they find all that fun stuff?
Yeah, you can head on over to epodcastproductions.com, or if you want to check out the story behind and find out more history about things and listen to that episode 100 where everything is sung, you can go to thestorybehindpodcast.com and you can find all that stuff there.
And I think Dan also dropped at some point earlier today, he dropped the link to the Story Behind book over in
thank
the
you.
chat as well. Please head over to Amazon, or if you just go to Amazon, just search for Emily Porkchop.
Emily
And
Porkchop, it brings
Find
it up. It's
the
amazing.
Story Behind book. And it's literally since you had me on, and we were just both tiny little baby podcasters then, tiny little baby birds.
Yeah,
And
on my first podcast, and I reached out to Nick as like a little fledgling podcaster, and I was so afraid, and I was like, oh my God, I'm reaching out to a podcaster, and I'm going to ask him to make a clip for my little podcast, and he's very busy, and I was like so worried, and then next thing I know, I'm listening to your show, and you guys give me a shout out. You guys were the first shout out I ever heard of my name on a podcast. Pulled over to the side of the road, like on my way to work, just like, my name is on a podcast. Oh my God, my name is on a podcast. Like, I had a podcast and I didn't care. I was just like, David, oh my gosh, that's me. So, and that's one of those things, 5 years from now, I still help people start their podcasts and everyone's really worried. Like, I don't know, I don't have an audience. And I'm like, start shouting out their names. I promise you will start hearing from your audience when you shout out their name on a podcast. They'll be like, oh my God, that's me. I'm part of this now. And I love it. This is why I love podcasting. I love getting to meet folks like you and Justin and Loy Sauce and folks
Justin
in the chat.
sucks.
Oh, God. I love it. And Patrick Swayze. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's Swayze's head, who, it just was appropriate because it got requested yesterday. Gerald requested, I've had the time of my life, and he didn't know I was getting the Swayze head down just for winners. Just because, and I was like, you know what? I was like, Justin would be so proud that I still have this. Ladies and gentlemen, me having this Swayze head on a stick has now even outlasted my marriage at the bachelor party for which I got this at.
God.
So there you go.
You know what's funny? I picture you moving and then picking up this stick and being like, oh yeah, this is coming with me. This is not getting thrown away.
I can't get rid of it. I can't get rid of it because it's just, this is for my bachelor party, it was such an amazing time. It was so much fun because Justin brought it with, and then we went to the strip club, and that was right after Prince died, and no one will ever forget that night because you've got naked women, you've got all this different stuff that happens at a strip club, but the most animated and excited anyone was that night was when they started playing Prince. Justin, at stage side, leapt out of his chair screaming, yes, yes, yes! Like, not
true.
even kidding. 100%
So true.
happened. It was the funniest thing. Like, everybody with it was there just legitimately died laughing. It was amazing.
I love these stories. I love when I can get you guys on a tangent to tell me more about.
That's
like,
why
the
I
stuff
have
we
to
don't
keep
hear
it
on the
forever.
podcast.
That's
Yeah.
why I have to keep him forever, because Justin made me bring this to the strip club, and the strippers liked this more than they liked me. They were like, nah, they were just like, give us the head. We're taking this.
I was getting some stripper points. I was like, look, he's got Patrick Swayze's face. Just look at him.
Who's the bigger heartthrob now, though? Like, what?
I mean, I'm so happy to have Suave Nick back. I can't tell you enough. I was on a walk with my wife this morning as soon as we woke up, and I'm like, you know what, man? I missed that face. You have this shine to you again, and it's really awesome. It really is.
Yeah. And I have to say, your positivity on Facebook, you're the reason I still open up Facebook, because a lot of the times I'm just like, nope, can't do it. I open it up, I see a post, and I run the other way. But as soon as I see your post and like your smiling face, it lights me up. It motivates me for the day. I love you, Nick. You're great.
I love you too. And please, if you're not, seriously, please go over on Facebook and join the Story Behind discussion group, because, again, every Tuesday at 11 o'clock, she gets in there and she powers her way through about 3 chapters of her audiobook. And like I said, it's so much fun because, number one, you get to just hang out with Emily. And then number two, like, she's reading through the book, and it's just so funny the way her brain works in terms of like her editing process. And then, like I said, she will be like, past Emily, what were you thinking? What are you doing? And then she'll tell stories about how she'd be like, I don't know why I put this word in here. I couldn't pronounce it then. I can't pronounce it now. And all these different it's so amazing to just hear her creative process, and just all of the amazing things that even since I've known you, all the amazing things that you've done and all of the amazing things that you're going to continue to do. Like, I'm so proud, like so proud to know you as a person. Absolutely so proud. Thank you so much for being here. I love you absolutely to death. Swayze loves you to death as well.
Well, thank you guys. I love being a part of this every year. This is actually, I was telling people, I'm like, I have such Zoom fatigue right now, and I actually like canceled a meeting this week because I'm like, no, I'm doing live stream. I need all my Zoom and my like live streaming energy for that. But I love this. I'm so happy to be a part of it. I'm so happy to get you guys to the $9,000 mark.
Thank you.
I mean, oh my God, you're
Thank you
90%
so much.
there. You guys are 90% there.
I
And
still
it
can't
wasn't even
believe
me.
it.
Like I just came on here and came live. It was everybody in the chat who's watching, and love you guys. And it's really amazing. And Nick, every time you talk about a world without cancer, I keep thinking about that. And I'm like, yeah, a world without cancer. And then every so often it hits me like, no, imagine not having to think like, what cancer am I going to die from?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not even a question of, am I going to die from cancer? Sometimes you just think about your habits and the things you do in your life, and you're just like, well, am I going to die from lung cancer because I smoked for so long, or liver cancer because I drank for so, like, all that stuff. And then the fact that we're putting money toward a world where that's not a question that people are going to have at some point. Like, I love that. And I love that
Yes.
every little bit has counted too. So people who are donating things like $5, I picture that $5 going to like a cup of coffee that some scientist takes. He gets that cup of coffee for $5 or whatever, and then that cup of coffee is the one that propels him to make a breakthrough in cancer research. Like, I love thinking about those tiny little things and how all that money is adding up, and you guys are at 90% of your goal. I hope you guys are so proud of yourselves. This is amazing what you do every year. So thank you for letting me
I'm
be a part
proud
of it.
of everyone out there that has done anything and taken any time to be part of the event, that has donated, that has been blasting it on social media. I literally, at the end of the event, the last 2 nights, I've had to go through like hundreds and hundreds of notifications of people just blasting it out there literally everywhere, trying to get as many people as they can. We were number one in the talk shows and podcast category on Twitch, at least at some point yesterday. Dan showed it to me on his phone. So it's just amazing to be like the number one in a category on Twitch. Like, that's great, and that's crazy.
Yeah.
We've had so many amazing people, so much generosity, and we've got so much more amazing content to go to. That's the great thing about it, is like we get to showcase, and that's the thing I love about this almost more than anything else is I get to get amazing people like you and amazing content creators from around the world, give them a stage for an hour so other people out there who may not be familiar with you and your fans all at the same time can get together, and everybody can just celebrate all that greatness every single hour, like every single new guest that comes in. And like you think about the things you learn, like we have Moxie LaBouche and you learn all sorts of facts. You have Paul Chomo on who eats a whole bunch of bugs, and like literally the whole chat was like passing out like on the floor. Like everybody was having a great time. It's amazing. It's so amazing, and I'm so grateful I'm so grateful for everybody that sets aside their time and comes in here and pledges so much money to this absolutely amazing goal. Thank you all so much for everything you do.
Yeah, guys, thanks for having me on. I guess my hour is up.
Yeah, get out.
Always. You're always
Okay.
always welcome to the Epic Film, guys. And hopefully sometime soon in the future you'll jump back on our regular show whenever you have the
We
time
have to have her back. We have not had her
I
on the main show in
Yes.
the longest time.
It's been too long.
I know. You know what? Next time I finally watch a movie that's recent, that's not like, the same musicals over and over again, I'll watch a new movie. Give me a Christian Bale flick or something. I'll watch that.
Sounds
we love
good
you,
to me.
Emily.
Love you.
Thank
Bye,
you
guys.
so much for being here.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
So, ladies and gentlemen,